Question number 2. In the given figure, AC equals to BP, and AB equals to BC, and AP equals to BC. Prove that angle OAB is equal to angle OBA. Let us draw the diagram. This is A, B, this is O, C, and this is P. In the given figure, AC equals to BP. So let us note it down. AC is equals to BP. So this part AC and BP are equal, and AP equals to BC. This is also equal to this. You have to prove that angle OAB, that is this angle, and angle OBA, that means this angle, are equal. So these two angles you have to prove they are equal. So in order to prove that these two angles are equal, we need to prove the two triangles ABP and ABC congruent. If we can prove that these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that the two angles are equal by CPCT. So in triangle ABC and triangle ABP, we are having here AC equals to BP. You write in bracket, it is given, then you write AP equals to BC, that is also given. So if you consider these two triangles, one more information is required to prove that the two triangles are congruent, and that is this side AB, which is common to both the triangles. So you can write AB equals to AB, and that is common. So we find that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABP, and the criteria for this congruency of the triangles is SSS rule. So by SSS criteria we prove that the two triangles are congruent. Now since the two triangles are congruent, then automatically all the angles as well as all the sides becomes equal, the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides. So directly we will write, therefore angle OAB equals to angle OBA, and in bracket you write CPCT, that is the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. So now moving on to question number 3. In the given figure, angle BAC is equals to angle ABD, and AC equals to BD. AC is equals to BD. Prove that number 1, AD equals to BC, AD is equals to BC, and number 2, OC equals to OD, OC equals to OD. So let us draw the figure here. The figure comes like this. This is C, D, A, B, this is O, and this is the figure given. We have to prove AD equals to BC and OC equals to OD. Now, what is the information given? Angle BAC means this angle is equals to angle ABD, these two angles, this angle. Second condition given is AC equals to BD. This one, this side is equals to this side. Now we have to prove that AD equals to BC. So AD is in this triangle and BC is in this triangle. So if you can prove that the triangle ABC and triangle ABD are congruent, then we can definitely say that AD equals to BC. So let us see in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, we have angle BAC is equals to angle ABD, that is given. Means angle BAC of the triangle ABC and angle ABD of the triangle ADB are equal, that is given. Side AC of triangle ABC and side BD of triangle ADB are equal. So you can write AC is equals to BD, and that is also given. Now one more condition has to be fulfilled, and that is, if you look at these two triangles, this side AB is common to both the triangles. So you can write AB equals to AB, and that is, we write in bracket common. Now we have to look for the criteria which is fulfilled to prove that the two triangles are congruent. So this is the side. If you look at this triangle ABC, this side, this angle and this side, that means SAS. So this is the angle included between the sides AB and AC. Similarly, if you talk of this triangle, the side is AB, this angle and this side, so again SAS. So this we can write. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, and the criteria for this is the SSAB. So we have proved that the two triangles ABC and triangle ABD are congruent by SAS criteria. Now we have to go further. Now we have to prove that AD equals to BC. So AD is of this triangle and BC is of this triangle. So directly we will write, therefore AD equals to BC, and in bracket you write CBCT. The corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are congruent. So this is the first part of this question. Second part is, we have to prove that OC, this part, OC equals to OD. Now OC and OD are the parts of this triangle and this triangle. OC is a part of triangle AOC and OD is the part of triangle BOD. Now can we prove that these two triangles are congruent? If we can prove, then directly we can write OC equals to OD. Now if we look at these two triangles, what information is known to us is, if you look at this triangle, so what is known to us? This angle, this angle, this side, this side. Anything else do we know? Anything else can you say we know? Yes, we know. Before, from this we can say that this angle and this angle are equal. If you are in this particular condition, triangle ABC, when you prove triangle ABC and ADB are congruent, then automatically angle C and angle D also becomes equal. So let us write angle C equals to angle D. This also CBCT. So we have proved this earlier. Now if you are talking about the congruency of these two triangles, so this angle and this angle are equal because these are vertically opposite angles. This side AC and BD are already given, and angle C and angle D are equal from this condition. So these two triangles are congruent, and their congruency property, which property is applicable? That is angle, angle, side. AAS property is applicable here in order to prove that the two triangles are congruent. So let us write it down so that we can. So in triangle, AOC and triangle BOD, we have angle AOC is equals to angle BOD. Bracket you write vertically opposite angles. Second condition, that is AC equals to BD. AC equals to BD, that is given. And third condition, angle AOCA, angle OCA equals to angle ODB. Proved above, is already proved. So we can say directly, therefore, triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD, and the property is angle side. AAS. So since we have proved that the two triangles AOC and BOD are congruent, now we can tell that OC equals to OD. So therefore, OC equals to OD, and in bracket you write CPCT. That is, the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are congruent. So just have a look. We will move on to question number 4. In the given figure, angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. AQ bisect angle PQR and BR bisect angle PRQ. Prove that AQ equals to BR. So now let us get the diagram first here. This is PQ and this is R. This is A and this is B. So this is the diagram given. Let's read the question once again. In the given figure, angle PQR, this angle PQR, this angle is equals to angle PRQ, means this angle. AQ, this bisects angle PQR. So this line AQ bisects this angle. So that means this part, this angle and this angle are equal. Similarly, BR, this line BR bisect angle PRQ. So that means this angle and this angle are equal. We have to prove that AQ is equals to BR. So now, in order to prove that AQ equals to BR, AQ is appearing in this triangle as well as in this triangle. BR is also appearing in this triangle as well as in this triangle. Now, I want you to answer which two triangles will we take in order to prove the given condition AQ equals to BR. Which two triangles will we take? Can anyone tell that? So we'll take in triangle. See, one thing what we have to look into, which two pairs of triangles satisfies the given condition. If you consider this triangle PQA or PAQ and triangle PRB, so what we get, that PQ equals to PR. Is PQ equals to PR? My question is PQ equals to PR? Yes or no? Can anyone tell, is PQ the side PQ equals to PR? Is it given in the question?
Yes, sir.
How?
PQ is equal to PR.
Why? Why?
Sir, because it is an isosceles triangle. If the vertices of the both angles,
Yes.
vertices are
This angle,
तो दोनों का side equal हो जाएगा, opposite sides.
yes, excellent, very good, very good. So now the condition, see, the condition given here is these two angles. In the question it is given the angles are equal, so automatically by the property of isosceles triangle, if we consider this as an isosceles triangle, if this angle and this angle are equal, then automatically this side and this side are equal. That means, and sides opposite to the equal angles are also equal. So if angle this one and this are equal, then the side opposite to this angle is this side and the side opposite to this angle is this side. So these two sides also becomes equal, and that property of isosceles triangle we have to utilize here. So we have in triangle, so we are going to take the triangles PAQ and PBR. In triangle PAQ and triangle PBR, we can say PQ equals to PR. PQ equals to PR. We can write it as given, because angle Q and angle R is given, are equal, so APQ equals to PR. Then we have angle PQA.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can we take a triangle BRQ and AQR?
PRQ.
So BRQ and AQR, BRQ and AQR. Sir, BRQ.
BRQ. Achha, wait, let me take. In triangle BRQ and A, these two triangles AQR.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us see what we can get. In these two triangles, what we get is this angle of this triangle and this angle of this triangle are equal, and that will be easier. Okay, angle BRQ is equals to angle AQR. No. Yeah. Is it that? Yeah. AQR. These two, all these since two angles are equal, so these all the four angles are equal. So
Yes, sir.
BRQ equals to AQR. Then next, what we can write? Angle BQR.
Sir, angle BQR is equal to angle ARQ.
ARQ. So this is, we can write as given. This is also given. And the side QR is common, isn't it?
Yes, that's common. So
QR.
AS is equal answer.
Yes, common. So which property is applicable here?
ASA.
ASA. So therefore, triangle BRQ is congruent to triangle AQR, and the property is ASA. Let us check it ASA. So this is the angle, this is the side, and this is the angle. Okay. So therefore we can say AQ is equals to BR, and we write CBCD. So just have a look. It is very important that you select the triangles properly, and then I think the things become easier, but little geometrical concept as is also required. Previous knowledge of the geometry part is a little bit of it may be required while solving the problems. So moving on to question number 5. In the given figure, angle AB equals to AC. AB is equals to AC. BD equals to CD. Prove that angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. So let us first get the diagram. The figure will give us a clear idea of what we have to do. This is A, B, C, D. B, C, and this is D. So this is the diagram in which we are given AB equals to AC. So this side and this side are equal, and BD equals to CD. This part and this side, these two sides are equal. You have to prove that angle ABD, this angle, is equal to angle ACD. So how to proceed to this particular question? Which two triangles can we take? If you
Sir, triangle ABC and triangle BDC is isosceles triangle.
Yeah.
So their opposite angles will also be equal, and sum of angle ABC and sum of angle BCB is equal to sum of angle ABC and sum of angle DBC.
Yeah, that is very right. But here we need to prove this by applying the property of congruency. Okay. What?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे हमने जो किया वो without applying the property of congruency. So that is, if this is equal to this and this equal to this, so if you add these two, so that becomes equal. Very simple. But then we need to apply the properties of congruency to prove that these two angles are equal. So how can we do that? So in this case, it is very clear from the diagram that these two triangles cannot be congruent. By looking at them, it is very much clear. So what we do, we draw a line joining from A to C. Right? So you do construct a line joining from A to C. So when we are constructing a separate line, you just make it a dotted line to indicate that extra construction is being done by you. So when we are doing it, now we can take the triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So in triangle ABD and triangle ACD, let us find out which corresponding sides or angles are equal. So it is given AB is equals to AC. That is given. Then we have BD equals to CD. BD equals to CD. That is also given. And the last part is that side AD and AD common. AD is common to both the triangles. So these two triangles ABD and ACD are congruent. Therefore triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent, and the property is SSS. Now since we have proved that the triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent, so now automatically these two angles, angle B of this triangle and angle C of this triangle, becomes equal. So therefore angle ABD is equals to angle ACD, and we write CPCD. Okay, so sometimes you may be required to do some extra construction in the diagram in order to get to the final result. So this is how we have approached this particular question, and the one that you told before, that these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal, and if we add these two, so obviously these will become equal. So that is very good idea, and you have applied your knowledge on this particular aspect. So it is good approach from your side, but then we had to solve it by using the property of congruency. So by applying the property of congruency also, you can prove that this angle ABD and ACD are equal. But then in this particular case, we have done an extra construction, that we have joined point A and D by a line, and then we have proved these two triangles congruent, and finally reached the final result. So always be ready in case you require to do some extra construction, so then you can do that to solve or to get. In the given figure, D and E are the midpoints of the sides AB and AC. If AB equals to AC, if AB is equals to AC, prove that triangle BDE is congruent to triangle CDE. So this is the question. Let us draw the diagram for this. This is ABC, this is D, and this is E. Now according to the question, in the given figure, D and E are the midpoints of the sides AB and AC. That means this and these are equal, these and these are equal. And the question is, if AB equals to AC. Now this particular term here, this is to follow here. If AB equals to AC, then prove that BDE, triangle BD is congruent to triangle CDE. Now if AB equals to AC means it is not given that AB equals to AC. First of all, you have to prove that the sides AB and AC are equal, and then we can proceed to prove that triangle BD is congruent to triangle CDE. Now, how to prove that side AB equals to AC? Now, if you see, it is given D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so how, given figure, midpoints of the sides AB and AC, and AB equals to AC. Now, if these two are equal, these two are equal. Now we can say these two angles equal. If these two angles are equal, these two angles will also be equal because they are corresponding angles. Now if these two angles are equal, then the sides opposite to them are also equal. Now you can very well understand why these two angles are equal. If not, just try to find out why angle D is equals to angle E. I leave it to you. So angle D equals to angle C. So therefore AB equals to AC. So angle ADE is equals to angle AED. So therefore angle ABC is equals to angle ACB, and hence AB equals to AC. This is the property of isosceles triangles, that sides opposite to the equal angles are also equal. So this side AB is opposite to angle C, and side AC is opposite to angle B. So AB equals to AC. Now we have to prove that triangle BDE is congruent to triangle CDE. Now how can we prove this particular thing? Here, before that, let us see to this. If this and this are equal, then this angle and this angle are also equal. This is 180 minus this angle, and this is 180 minus this angle, so these two are equal. So angle BDE is equals to angle CED. So once we have done this, now we see that this is the midpoint. So this side and this side are equal, this angle and this angle are equal, and this is the common sides. So in triangle BDE and triangle CDE, BDE and CDE, we have BD equals to CE, then angle BDE is equals to angle CED. This we write given, this we write proved, and DE equals to DE. Which we write common. So these triangles are congruent by side angle side. So therefore triangle BDE is congruent to triangle CDE, and the rule is side angle side rule. So go through this once again and see everything is right or not. If you got any sort of question, you can ask. So if not, then moving on to the next question, that is question number 10. Question number 10 is, in the given figure, DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. If AD equals to AE, if AD is equals to AE, prove that triangle BDC is congruent to triangle BEC. Now let us draw the diagram. The similar diagram, it is also the diagram of the previous question. ABCDE. This is ABC. So we have it is D and E. These two are parallel given. So this is the diagram. In the given figure, DE is parallel to BC. If AD equals to AE, these two sides are given to be equal. Prove that triangle DDC is congruent to triangle BDC and BEC. So now, sides, it is given AD equals to AE. So if you look into this triangle, which I never told you in the first question, that you need to find out why these two angles are equal. Given AD equals to AE, so this is an isosceles triangle. If this is AD is an isosceles triangle, so AD and AE, if they are equal, then the angles opposite to them are also equal. So angle D equals to angle E. Now since DE is parallel to BC, so angle B will be equals to angle C. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. So this angle will be equal to this angle, and this will be equal to this angle, and since these two angles are equal, so this angle and this angle are also equal. Okay, so now we have to prove that triangle BDC, so in triangle BDC and triangle BEC. This angle of this triangle, angle BDC, is equals to angle BCE. So this angle of triangle BDC is equals to this angle of triangle BEC. Then we have BC equals to BC, which is common. And one more criteria to fulfill. Which one we have to take? Which, can anyone tell me which one to take?
Sir, BC common.
Yes, one more criteria you require to prove that they are equal, that they are congruent. Which we have taken angle B. Sorry, this is this one, no? 1 minute. If you have taken these two angles equal, then DBC is equals to angle BCE, and BC equals to BC common. One more, which one to find out? One more has to be equal. Which one? Can you find out? You are given AD equals to AE, angle, that's why angle AD equals to angle AEC. So if they are equal, so we have angle ABC equals to angle ACB. Now in order to prove that, can we prove that these two sides are equal? Can you prove? Think on it. Can you prove that? Can anyone help how to prove that side BD equals to C? If you can prove this, our job will be done. Okay. See, as we have told, angle B equals to angle C. That means, I am just leaving it here. We have angle B equals to angle C. What does it mean? If these sides are equal, then these angles are equal. Or if these angles are equal, then these sides will be equal. Here we have this angle and this angle equal, so obviously the side opposite to them will be equal, so AB will be equals to AC. So therefore AB equals to AC. Okay, now if AB is equals to AC and it is given AD equals to AE, so you can subtract from AB, so AB minus AD is equals to AC minus AE. And since AD and AE are equal, so you can write BD, because AB minus AD is BD. And this is equals to AC minus AE is C. Here AD equals to AE. So now by this we can prove, we have proved that the sides BD equals to CE. Now you can apply this particular property or the characteristics so that you can prove the triangle is congruent. So you prove this angle and this angle equal, this is the common side, and now side BD equals to side CE. So side angle side property will be utilized. So you just note it down and then I write the next step here. So BD equals to CE. So the next one will be BD equals to CE. Proved. So therefore triangle BDC is congruent to triangle BEC, and that is by XAS rule. So there are certain things you have to find out from the given information. The properties of different triangles, like isosceles triangle property is placed here. So the previous knowledge of certain geometrical concepts should remain with you in order to solve the problems. Now moving on to question number 11. the given figure, BM and DN, BM and DN are both perpendiculars, are both perpendiculars to the line segment AC, and M and N and PM equals to DN. Prove that AC bisects BD. AC bisect BD. BM and GN are the both perpendiculars to the line segment AC and BM equals to DN. So prove that AC bisects BD. So the diagram is like this. This is a right angle, this is a right angle, this is AC, BM, this is B, and this is M, and this is D, and this is N. So BM and GN are the perpendiculars on AC, and BM equals to DN. So this and this are equal. So prove that AC bisects BD. That means this point, let us name it as O. That means if this line AC bisects BD, that means O is the midpoint of BD. That means you have to prove that this side and this side are equal. So how can you go ahead with this? If we consider these two triangles, we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Once they are congruent, then we can say OB equals to OD by CPCT. Now, how can these two triangles be called congruent? This side is given and this side is given, they are equal. This is right angle and this is also right angle. So this angle, both the angles are equal, and this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. So these two triangles are congruent by the property of angle side AAS. And now, since they are congruent, so you can directly write OB equals to OD. Hence, AC bisects BD. So let us start in triangle BOM and DON. BOM and DON, we have BM equals to DN. This is given. Then we have angle BOM. Angle BOM is equals to angle DON. They are vertically opposite angles. And finally, angle BMO is equals to angle DNO, each equals to 90 degrees. So therefore, triangle BOM congruent to triangle DON, and this is by AAS rule. So once we have proved that the two triangles are congruent, we can say OB equals to OD. Therefore, OB equals to OD, and we write CPCT. And since OB equals to OD, that means O is the midpoint of BD, that means AC bisect BD. Hence, AC bisect BD. So this proves the question, prove that AC bisect BD. Have a look into this, then we move on to the next question. So moving on to the next question, that is question number 12. In the given figure, the line joining the midpoint, joining the midpoint M and N of AB and DC, AB and DC of a quadrilateral, ABCD is also perpendicular to AB and DC. Prove that AD equals to BC. AD is equals to BC. Now let us have the diagram. This is the quadrilateral, and ABCD is the, we name it as this. In the given figure, the line joining the midpoint M and N of AB. So M is the midpoint of AB and N is the midpoint of DC. So the line joining the midpoints M and N. This is M and this is N. Line joining the midpoint M of AB and N of DC of a quadrilateral ABCD is also perpendicular to AB and DC. So this line is also perpendicular to this, and this is perpendicular to this. And we are given this is the midpoint. So this side, this part and this part are equal, and this part and this part are equal. So this is the minimum information given in the question. Now what is to find is that the side AD of this quadrilateral and side BC of the quadrilateral, we have to prove that they are equal. So here we will be doing a little of construction into this. So what we do, we join DM and CM. So when you do extra construction, always make it a dotted line so that we can understand, yes, it is a construction being done. Now this, what we have to do is, we can prove that in triangle M and D, in this triangle and in this triangle, can we prove these two triangles congruent? DN equals to CN, this angle and this angle are equal because they are right angles, and this is the common one. So in triangle M and D and triangle M and C, what are the things which are equal that you have to first note down. So DN equals to CN. Angle MND is equals to angle MNC, because each is equals to 90 degrees. It is given, and MN equals to MN, which is common. So now we can say therefore triangle MND is congruent to triangle MNC, and that is by side angle side rule, SAS rule. So now that we have proved that these two triangles are equal, you will now understand why we have proved these two triangles congruent and why we did an extra construction. We need to prove that this side and this side are equal, so you need two triangles in order to prove first that they are congruent, and thereby applying the property of CPCT to say that AD and BC are equal. Now say if these two triangles becomes congruent, automatically this angle and this angle becomes equal. So therefore angle DMN becomes equal to CMN. CPCT. We write CPCT, corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are congruent. Now that if these two angles are equal, let us mark it as X. So what will this total angle is 90 degrees. It is already said in the question that this angle is a right angle because they are perpendicular. This line perpendicular to AB and DC. So this here it is 90 degree. So if this is X, so this angle is 90 minus X. Similarly, if this is X, so this angle is 90 minus X. So now we will proceed to prove that these two triangles are congruent. If we can prove that these two triangles are congruent, then automatically the side AD and the side BC becomes equal. And at the same time, when these two triangles become congruent, these two angles becomes equal. At the same time, the side DM and CM also becomes equal. So we write DM is equals to CM. This also CPCT. So this is done. Now our job will be to proceed to prove that triangle DMA and CMB are congruent. So now in triangle DMA and triangle CMB, we have DM equals to CM, proved above. DM equals to CM, you write proved. Angle DMA, angle DMA is equals to angle CMB. That also you write proved. And what else? This side and this side are equal. It is because it is a midpoint. AM is equals to BM given. So what are this side, this angle and this side? So these two triangles are congruent by side angle side rule. So therefore triangle DMA is congruent to triangle CMB, and this is by SAS rule. Now once we have proved that triangle DMA and CMB are congruent, so now we can write AD equals to BC. So therefore AD is equals to BC, and in bracket C.